Welcome to Every Movie I've Ever Seen. This is a special Fuck You It's January edition, where throughout January I'm going to be talking about bad movies, specifically bad movies with a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. And the movie that I'm talking about today is Gotti. I think this came out, what was it, 16 or 18? 2016 or 2018? It's somewhat recent, because I do remember hearing about this movie. This is one of those Rotten Tomatoes controversy movies. They've had a few of these in the past. A couple of Marvel movies have had Rotten Tomatoes controversies. I think Baywatch was another one. You know, whenever there's a really bad movie that comes out and people on Rotten Tomatoes are justifiably hard on it, the director or the actor will be like, "Oh, Rotten Tomatoes is so unfair." Like, no, it's really not. But you just keep complaining. Maybe don't make a bad movie. I'll be honest. I really didn't want to watch this movie. I mean, I turned it on, and right off the bat, John Travolta pops up with his stupid accent and his stupid face, and I just didn't care. I just kind of feel like I don't want to watch this. I mean, I guess I kind of watched it. I also kind of looked at Lord of the Rings memes on my phone. 60/40. I don't know, it's just some boring biographical nonsense with random time jumps. He's jumping back and forth between times. He's old, he's young, he's in prison, he's on trial, he's in prison for something else, he's killing people, he's plotting to kill some big crime boss guy, and then they kill him, and then they put him in charge. Who cares? I think his son gets hit by a car. That sounds kind of harsh to say who cares, but in general, who cares? Tell you it's weird. It's narrated throughout the movie. John Travolta does narration because you don't get quite enough of the bad accent, and you can always tell that's just like the laziest thing a filmmaker can do is narration, because they realize their movie makes no sense, so they need to fly the actor in for a couple days to do narration over it. Like, oh, wait, how do you know that that's his wife? Oh, we'll get John Travolta in to say, "And this is my wife," in one scene. And it's also weird because the narration like bookends it, kind of. It starts in the beginning with him like on a bridge or something, and he's talking to the camera like, "This is the story of my life." And then you see the movie, and he's narrating throughout the movie, and then he dies. The character of Gotti dies, like he dies in real life. But John Travolta dies, towards the end of the movie, and then he keeps on narrating, which seems really weird to me. And then at the end of the movie, you see John Travolta. He's back at that bridge talking to the camera and like, "You can live to be 2,000 years old. You'll never meet a guy like me." It's like, is he narrating this from the afterlife or something? It seems really weird to continue narration of a story after the narrator has died. That doesn't. I don't know. It's like, does he? I mean, I suppose it's different. It's not really like a fourth wall break, because if it was a fourth wall break, the fourth wall break would end after the character dies. Deadpool, he's sort of, kind of, maybe narrating the Deadpool movies, but he's breaking the fourth wall also. He's aware he's in a movie. I think John Travolta in this scenario can't be aware he's in a movie after he's died. That's not how real life works, if that makes any sense. I don't know, it's super weird. I don't really pay attention all that much. I don't really care. I didn't even want to watch in the first place. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about Gotti.